Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to show you how to make some very epic, very delicious, and still good for you and vegan baked crispy avocado tacos. So a while ago, I posted a recipe for some baked avocado fries on my blog. I think it was like last summer or something. And these guys are so good. They're baked in the oven. You can also use your air fryer, but they're very crispy and delicious. I used to work at a Tex-Mex restaurant and we would sell beer battered fried avocados. So they were kind of inspired by that, but those were so bad for you. So I wanted to make a healthier version. So that's where these came about. But long story short, or long story long, honestly, as soon as I made these, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta put these into tacos. But I never got around to it when I first made them, but the time has come and this recipe isn't even on YouTube yet. So I'm gonna show you how to make these avocado fries, and then I'm gonna show you how to make some totally decked out avocado tacos. We got some crispy cabbage, some homemade pico de gallo, obviously our crispy baked avocados, and a nice creamy cilantro sauce to go along with it. So let's get into the recipes. There are multiple. Okay, let's just go. First, we're going to get started on these avocado fries because they take the longest. There are two components to the mix. There is a dry mix and a wet mix. So we're going to start out by mixing the dry mix together, which includes some cornmeal, some almond flour, a little bit of paprika, and a pinch of salt. You're going to whisk all of that together until it becomes nice and evenly combined, and then set that aside while we make our wet mix, which is another simple mix of a gluten-free flour blend, garlic powder, salt, and almond milk to thin it out. If you're not gluten-free, you can use regular all-purpose flour too, whatever floats your boat. It's very easy. So once we have our two mixes, we're going to slice up our avocados and batter them so we can bake them in the oven. So you'll need between 2 and 3 avocados for this recipe, and it is key to get perfectly ripe avocados for this. And a secret little hack is to always buy the avocados with that little nub in them, and then when you remove the nub, it should be bright green. That means the avocado is ripe and ready to enjoy. And you still want your avocados to be a little bit on the firmer side because you're going to cut them in half, and then in order to make our fries, we're going to peel the outer skin off of the avocado. So it takes a little bit of time. It actually depends on the avocado. Sometimes it's easier than others, but you're just going to use your fingers to peel that skin off, and then afterwards you're going to cut each avocado half into 4 wedges like so. So they are pretty decently sized fries, and you'll get 8 fries per avocado. So now we are going to batter our avocados. First, you're going to use one hand to dip the avocado in the wet mixture, roll it around a little bit, and then I like to shake it off a little bit at the top just to make sure there's not a ton of extra liquid on there. And then you're going to plop this avocado into the dry mix. I actually like to make a little bit of a well in the dry mix and use a separate hand to roll it around and sprinkle the dry mix on top. If you use separate hands, this process stays cleaner, and also it's helpful to divide the dry mix into 2 separate bowls because it tends to get a little wet throughout the process. I did that here, but I don't think you can really see it in this video clip, just because I only did the first half of the avocado fries in this video clip. But you're going to repeat with all the fries, and then once you have all of them on your baking tray, you're going to pop this in the oven where they are going to bake for a few minutes and get nice and golden and crispy on one side. And in the meantime, we're going to make our pico de gallo, which is a common Tex-Mex Mexican condiment using tomatoes, onion, jalapeno, lime, and cilantro. So the key to a good pico de gallo is to finely dice everything. So here we have some finely diced tomatoes, and we are going to add in some finely diced onion, some jalapeno, and some cilantro. And again, the key here, guys, is to finely dice it. Can you see how tiny that stuff is? Then, as you can see, I just added in lime juice and some salt, and you're just going to mix all this together. And then we're just going to let this sit and marinate for at least 10 minutes before serving our avocado tacos. That really helps the flavors meld together and become yummier. So our first round of avocado fry baking is done. You're going to flip them all over. As you can see, the bottom side is slightly more golden than the top. So we're going to flip them and then pop them back in the oven. And then for the second round, we're still going to be productive and make our creamy cilantro sauce. And this sauce is relatively easy to make. You honestly probably have time to make it the first time the fries are baking. But we're going to add some soaked cashews and cilantro to a blender, along with some lime juice, some jalapeno, and some salt. Then just add in enough filtered water in order to blend it together and blend it in your high-speed blender until everything is nice and smooth and creamy. Like all the recipes in this video, this will be linked below. So once you have your cilantro sauce, you can pour it and set it aside. This will make enough for you to have leftovers, but I love using this on other grain bowls or salads or Tex-Mex food in general. So our avocado fries are now out of the oven and they are nice and done. We'll do a little close-up shot here. As you can see, the cornmeal and almond flour dry ingredients give it a really nice crust and allows it to get nice and crispy without the need for any extra oil. And you still get that nice bright and creamy avocado texture on the inside, and you get a nice batter coating on the outside that's gluten-free and dairy-free and vegan. Booyah! So now we're gonna make our actual avocado tacos. And to start out, we're going to use corn tortillas, and if you have time and an open flame like a gas stove, I would highly suggest searing your corn tortillas. I have full instructions in my recipe blog post, but it makes them so much better. So to start out, you're going to layer 2 corn tortillas onto a plate. I find that the tacos hold together better when you use 2 instead of 1. Then we're also going to put some finely shredded green cabbage on the taco. I like how this adds a nice crunch. And then we're going to top it off with some pico de gallo and 1 to 2 of those crispy baked avocado fries, depending on the size of your taco shells. So then we're just going to repeat this again with a second taco to fill out our plate. And we're also going to add in some fresh cilantro leaves to make everything look pretty and add in some extra flavor. And last but certainly not least, we're going to top it with that creamy cilantro sauce. And now we have our delicious avocado tacos. All right, guys, there you have it. Don't forget to toast your tortillas. That makes it so much more authentic. It's obviously a lot easier if you have a gas stove. I'm not really sure how you would do it with an electric stove, but you'll figure it out. So we got our avocado tacos here, and I am going to do a little taste test for you guys. I'm gonna add some extra cilantro sauce to my bite because this stuff is like liquid gold. I actually first made that recipe for a banh mi bowl recipe, and I used rice vinegar in it, but you can totally substitute. It's on the blog recipe that's linked below too. You can totally just substitute with extra lime juice and it works out. All right, taco bite time. Honestly, I'm really impressed with myself right now. These are delicious. I feel like, oh my gosh, these taste really good. I was expecting them to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be this good, honestly. Like the complement of the tortilla and the slight sear on the tortilla with a crispy / creamy avocado with the crunchy cabbage, and then you get a little bit of kick from the jalapenos and the pico de gallo, and the tomatoes add that really nice umami flavor, and the creamy cilantro sauce just takes to the next level. Dang, these are good. I would probably serve these with like beans and rice on the side. But you could totally serve these as little appetizers, or you could just make the avocado fries and serve them as an appetizer. They were originally on my blog with the chipotle mayo, and that would be really good on these tacos as well. But yeah, this is really delicious, and I'm gonna go eat the rest of these tacos. So I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys like what you see here and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to hit that little button right down there. I post 2 new videos every single week. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it as well. It lets me know if you want me to make more videos along these lines. Yeah, let me know if you want more taco recipes. I think this is the first taco recipe that I've ever made for YouTube or my blog. Actually, I think I've made one in the past, but these are definitely better. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.